Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of BInspired TV. This is our sixth episode, and tonight, as usual, we always have some awesome guests. Tonight we have Kelita Kellman on the line, and she's just gonna talk with us, share some tips, and give us some tips of how to be successful in business. All right. Before we get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to View Magazine, one of our affiliates. Go ahead and check it out at viewmagazine.com and check it out. See, it's called Visionary Entrepreneurs United. Go ahead and check it out. But now we got Kelita Kellman on the line. We're gonna share her story right quick. Let's go.
Hey.
Awesome. So, tell me a little bit about yourself and what inspired you to be an entrepreneur.
Okay, perfect. I'm Kelita. I've been online for about 4 years now, and I am currently an online coach. I didn't get started that way. I got started with affiliate marketing and being a part of, it wasn't really a direct marketing company, it was more of an affiliate marketing company. And so I got started blogging and doing videos, and I really just realized that I loved teaching other people how to do what I was doing. And I got asked by a lot of people that I respected to teach their communities how I was able to blog and do videos and market and get success. I guess it was fast to them. It didn't seem that fast to me. And when I got started with that, I realized, oh my goodness, I love this coaching. I really didn't know that it was an actual business at the time. I just got started for fun, and my first client was free. The next was like $67. But I fell in love with it. And when I found out this was an actual business model, I was all over it. I said, I need to check it out. I need to figure out how can I become the best coach? How can I make it into a really successful business? Because it was something I saw myself doing long term. Whereas affiliate marketing, it's fun. You do your launches, you get your fast money, but it wasn't something I saw myself doing when I was like 50 or older. So that's how I got started. That's a fast version of how I got started.
It's funny you say that because, I've been your Facebook friend for a while, and it's you and a couple other people. We all were in network marketing, but somehow or the other, something happened, and we all transitioned. So it's kind of funny, like when I get you guys on and you say that. That's cool. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's a good start, to get your feet in the water.
Yeah, I think it's one of the ways a lot of the people that I look up to right now, a lot of the people that I consider mentors from far, they all got started with affiliate marketing, network marketing, direct marketing companies. And I think it's a really great way to start marketing yourself because you don't have to worry about coming up with products and all that stuff. It's a fast way to position yourself and see if you're cut out for online business. And so it's a good start. I wouldn't say it's like the end all be all of business models. Not for me anyway. I mean, for some people it is, but it's definitely a really great way to see if you're cut out to be an entrepreneur, if you're cut out for the hustle and the grind and sometimes the late nights that's involved in building a business, period, whether it's online or offline.
So, what are some things that you had to do in order to change your mindset to become a successful entrepreneur?
Oh my goodness, mindset. I could talk about mindset forever. Mindset. When I first got started, I didn't really hear much about mindset. In fact, when I first got started, I didn't really know anything about online marketing. And so I just figured, hey, I'll just start blogging and I'll make money. And it's that simple. And it really isn't, whether you are online or offline. It's not as simple as saying, hey, let me just do this business thing and see what happens. You really have to have a strong entrepreneurial mindset from the beginning. First of all, you need to get clear on what it is you really want, because if you're just in it and you're just sailing through, you're going to get sailing results. You want to be very, very focused. And from day one, some of the people I started with online, who are still online, killing it, by the way, um, told me about the book Think and Grow Rich. And then I heard about the book Science of Getting Rich. And I'm actually reading those books again because my current coach told me, hey, read those books again. So I'm doing it. But those two books are they're classics. It's where I got started. And then my mindset just evolved from there. I didn't just say, okay, this person does this, so this is what I'm going to do. I did what felt good for me, because that's what I'm doing, this online thing, because I want to do what I feel like. So I kind of just asked myself what felt good out of everything that I heard successful people talking about. And I kind of modeled myself after the most successful people, whether they were online or offline. So like Oprah and Shonda Rhimes. I take little pieces from what they're doing. And I just realized that mindset comes down to consistency with your practice. Like, it's a daily thing. And then you also want to be really disciplined. Like, you can't be your own boss. And I know it's kind of like I'm taking my words back, because I said like doing what I feel like. But you have to be disciplined when you're doing what you feel like too. You can't just do what you feel like in a don't care-ish, okay, I'll show up on Monday and Tuesday, but I won't Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So mindset is something that's really, really important. I like to say 50-50. Some people would say it's like 90% mindset, 10% marketing and strategy. I'm a big marketing person, so I'll say 50-50. But reading and journaling and just listing my intentions and my goals and staying really, really focused on what it is I want to accomplish today, this week, this month, really important part of my entire strategy and how I've been able to grow my business. Because if I didn't believe it and if I wasn't focused, then I would be like 90% of the people I got started with and back in a job or not doing what I really want to do. So yeah, mindset is big.
Okay. All right. And you said a couple of things, but what is one of your rituals that you do in the morning to like get your mind prepared, or like at the beginning of the week to get your mind prepared to take care of the take care of the week?
My mindset is pretty simple. I think it is. So when I get started in the morning, so I'm a Christian, so I do my devotion and stuff like that. That comes first, and then after that, I like to read. But if it's a really busy day and I know I don't have time to do all that, I have to journal. Journaling is my go-to. I am a creative. I think a lot of us entrepreneurs, we're creative type people. We have so much ideas rolling around in our heads, and it's so easy to get caught up and get brought down by everything going on. So I like to journal, get everything out my head, put it in my journal. I like to set my intentions, set my money goals, because a saying that I heard from one of my past coaches is energy, where attention goes, energy flows. So what I pay attention to, that's where my energy, my focus, that's where the results happen. So I set my money goals, I set my weekly goals. If I want to get a specific number of clients, that's what I put down. If I want to make a specific amount of money, that's what I put down. If I want to buy something, so it might sound a little frivolous, but if I want to buy something and I know that's something that I want, I'm going to put it down, because again, where your attention is going, where your intentions are going, that's where your energy is going to go. So that's something really big. Journaling, setting my intentions, setting my goals, focusing on tracking my money. How much money am I making? How much money did I not make? What do I need to do that's different? And reading, I like to read a personal development book, whether it's a wealth consciousness book or it's a book written by someone I admire. That's 30 minutes to or more, depending on how much time I have. And I also like to do my visualization on the outcome of what I want to accomplish. So if I want to, let's just say I want to make, I don't know, $2,000 tomorrow or this week or something, then instead of me focusing, because this is me, I used to plan, okay, I need to do this and these steps, but instead of just planning, I like to focus on the outcome of what it's going to look like, what it's going to feel like when I do make that money, and then I get into the how afterwards. Because once you feel good, which is like seriously what my mindset practice is all about, is just focus on feeling good, focus on feeling good, focus on feeling good. Once you feel good, then everything else falls into place. And so I try to be in an environment that's chill. I try to get my mind right so that I'm just in the vibe of where I want to be at, so that when I'm out there and I need to market, when I'm out there and I need to do a blog post, I'm not like, I don't feel like, because I'm just focusing on feeling good. So why wouldn't I feel good? So that's what it looks like in a nutshell. It's not like super Some people have like a process for their mindset practice every day. Mine is I have to journal. That's a non-negotiable for me. And my journaling is a big part of my mindset practice.
And I like the journaling because like I didn't recently I started journaling in 2014, and like journaling is very helpful. Like you could see your ups and downs, you could see everything, you could see patterns in your journaling. So just
Yes.
the other day I was looking back and I was like, wow, every time I like went through something, something good happened on the forward end besides that bad thing happened. So like journaling is really powerful. Like
Yes. You get to see your journey, and then when you think like you aren't going anywhere, you look back even a week or a month, and you're like, wow, I really have come far. Because sometimes, like, if it's losing weight or even making money or whatever, everything's the same with your journey. Today I could be saying, you know what, I'm not getting anywhere, I didn't make any money today, like nothing happened. But then when I look back in my journal, I realized, you know what, like a month ago I only had like 100 followers, now I have 1,000. Or I wasn't even making money, but last week I made $100. That's your journey. That's progress that you're making. So yeah, journaling is my everything. I love it.
hey, they say every little progress counts, no matter
Yes.
how small it is.
Right.
So, like, you touched a little bit on environment, and like some of us may not have the type of people around us to be in the correct environment. So, what are some things that you could tell people to like get them in the right environment where they're constantly hearing positive people?
Get where you need to be. I didn't always have, and even sometimes, because where I'm at right now, online business and stuff, people think I'm just home all day chilling on my computer. They don't really get it, right? And a lot of us entrepreneurs, our family, our friends, they don't get it. They don't understand why we would spend all our money to start our own business. They don't understand why we would give up stuff we like to do to pursue something that we love. They don't understand why we would work 12, 18 hours per day for ourselves instead of going out there and working, 8 hours per day for somebody else for a guaranteed paycheck or whatever. So it's really hard to find that environment. But again, it comes back to just focusing on feeling good. What do you have to do to feel good today? Where do you have to go? Sometimes it might be as simple as locking yourself in your room and doing what you have to do just to keep yourself away from the negative people, right? Maybe it's finding a community online of people that you can surround yourself with. For me, I joined paid membership sites just so that I could be around other women that I know who were killing it, who were focused like me. Because sometimes you feel like maybe I am crazy because people look at you crazy like, why would you take your money and spend it on Facebook ads when you can go up there and like go partying or go to the latest restaurant or whatever it is that rocks your boat? But you want to ask yourself, where can I find people, whether it's online or offline? Maybe well, not here, but maybe like in the US. I know there's stuff like meetups and stuff like that. Maybe you can do stuff like that online. Like I can stay on my computer all day, so online I just join paid groups. They're free groups. They're full of awesome people that you can surround yourself with. And then it also comes with protecting your vibe, because there's this woman, I'm not like a big hardcore follower like some people, but some of the things she says is gold. And her name's Abraham Hicks. And one of the things that she says is like, you can't control what's going on over there. So why are you worrying about over there? Just focus on what's happening right here with you. And when I started doing that and start worrying about all those people who had all that other stuff to say and focus on me and where I'm going and what I can do to feel good, it might sound selfish, but I'm telling you, when you focus on you and what you can control, it affects other people. So it's a law of attraction. When you start to shine and you're at 100, you start to attract other people who are at 100. So that's what I do. I just try to stay away from the negativity as much as I can. When I see negative coming, I go the next direction.
Wow. Like I've been thinking the same thing. I actually supposed to make a video about it, but I haven't. And like we worry so much about the things that we can't control. Like suppose the car come and swerve in your lane. You can't control that, but you could control your reaction to it. Your
Yeah.
dad left you. You can't control he left in you, but you can control how you pursue your future. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's really powerful that you said.
Yes, it's true. I'm just saying. It took a while for me to get it, so it's not like I just woke up one day and I was like, yeah, I don't care. No, it takes practice as is anything, but it also comes with making a decision. And at one point in my journey, I wasn't at a point in my journey to say, I'm not going to care about what other people say or what they do. I'm just going to focus on feeling good, because it sounds selfish, but when you really think about it, okay, let's look at it from the point of view, like, because I'm a mother. If I focus on feeling good, then it's so easy for me to make sure that my daughter is good. If you focus on feeling good, it's so easy for other people around you to feel good because you are at your best, right? So it's not selfish, but sometimes change starts right where you're at with you. So, yeah, just simmer over it a little bit. I promise. It's like life changing.
So I know you have a group of over 2,000 lady bosses, but how did that group started, and what was the idea behind that group of you coaching those ladies?
Well, I had a lot of groups in the past. So when I was in affiliate marketing, I had groups because it's easier to sell to people who know you're human, who know that you aren't a robot just emailing them. So when I first started a group, honestly, it was all very strategic because, again, I'm like really logical. I'm not like most women who are very creative and woo and that stuff. Like, no, I'm very logical. Everything I do has a purpose. So when I started the group, I said, okay, let me get people in here. And I know that when people realize you're human, that you really are about them, then they're more likely to convert. But then when I got maybe my first 100, 200 people, I realized that women actually were liking this. People were actually digging the group because they could come in, they could ask questions, and they felt like they could get expert advice for free. And they really did appreciate that. And I honestly love what I do. So me being in that group was kind of like a sanctuary as well for me, because when I'm in there and I am just telling people, hey, this is how you do this, how this is how you do that, it was fun for me. But as the group grew and grew and grew, it kind of took a mind of its own. And now every day, that's where my dream clients are. That's where my ideal clients are. I asked myself, okay, how can I serve them? How can I create something where at least one person is going to be like, oh my goodness, this is exactly what I needed to hear. This is exactly what I needed to grow my business. This is exactly what I need. So yeah, it's strategic because like I said, I don't do anything without a purpose, but it's also because as an online coach, as a service provider, as someone who's marketing online, you can't just be about the money all the time. You have to be about the people, because people are realizing, look, yeah, there's more to online business and online marketing than me just giving you my email and giving you my money. You have to care about people. And my Facebook group allows me to put a face to names, allows me to connect with individuals, allows me to help people. And it's so fun. And people are always saying, okay, you give away everything in that group. You're always doing webinars and workshops and giving away PDFs and doing blogs and that stuff. Like, how do you make money? And the crazy thing is that the more value you give, the more you give to people, the more people are going to pay you, because they're going to be like, oh my goodness, this girl, this man, they are on point. Like, they know what they're talking about. I need to work with them. I need to figure out how I can get into their head even more. So it's a win-win situation. That's another way for me to, surround myself with like-minded people as well, and also position myself as an expert and bring other people together, because people have gotten clients from my group. People have gotten mastermind partners from my group. So it's a win-win for everyone. So that's kind of how it started, from strategy, and then it evolved into way more than that.
Nice. And like, I know it's kind of like crazy question, but I know it's lady bosses, but do you also coach men as well, or is just
I get asked that so much. Everybody want to know, like, is this only for women? Well, my ideal client is a woman because I worked with men before, and I just realized that I vibe better with, like, I like to hang out with men, but I work better with women. That's a whole different story. But I have men who buy my products, who join my group programs, and I'm not going to say, hey, take your money back. I'm not going to work with you. Like, I don't, it's not a matter of me saying I don't want to work with men. It's just that, marketing, my ideal client was a woman, and I don't work with men one-on-one anymore per se, or at least not recently. But yeah, I get asked that a lot. It's a weird question. I don't know how to answer it. I'm not gonna say no, I'm not gonna work with you unless like there's a reason why I won't work with you. But yeah.
Okay. It was just a random question.
Yeah, I don't know how to answer it like that. I mean, my ideal client's a woman. I think that's the best way to put it. My ideal client's a woman. I attract a lot of women, but there are men in the group. There are men who buy my products. I've worked with men in the past, but my message is so clear and so straightforward that I really attract women for the most part.
So, what did you do to find some of your mentors? Where did you go? Like somebody may be looking for a mentor. Where did you find your mentors?
um, so here's the deal. My first mentor was free, right? I know when we're getting started as entrepreneurs, the budget is like at 0.0 sometimes. So my first mentor was free. I don't think I've never actually, I just only talked to them in a Facebook message about a year ago, which was crazy because she messaged me and said, hey, I love what you're doing. Like, you're really making an impact and stuff. And I was like over the moon because this is like me talk. For some people, they would love to talk to Beyonce. For me, I would love to talk to these women that I look up to, right? And so I just started following people. And I just chose two new models, I guess, or mentors or people that I follow. And when I first chose them, I just joined their groups. Both of them have Facebook groups. I joined their groups. I looked at what they were doing, what they had going on, and I started buying like some of their programs. So I would buy like some of their DIY programs. Okay, if I liked it, then I will take it to the next level. Then I joined both of their group programs. I worked with one of them one-on-one. So you don't have to pay for a mentor. You can just like sit back and check them out and see what they're doing. If they're a good mentor, they're going to give away so much free stuff that it's a no-brainer that you're going to want to invest in their paid stuff. And then you can turn it up from there. You can check out their products, and if they have a book, buy their book. And so that's how it got started for me. I follow people for free, and then I started investing, because investing in coaches, investing in training and programs and books. I'm on a spending freeze right now because I buy like a program or something every week, it feels like to me. But investing was a big part in me being able to next level my business, because all the women that I've followed, even people that I don't really follow that closely, but they're entrepreneurs, they're celebrities, they all invest like crazy, whether it's in their branding. If you look at like Rihanna, of course I like her because she's from where I'm from, or even Beyonce, or I'm trying to think of people off the top of my head, Jay-Z, all these people, they invest in their branding. They invest in being able to dance better, being able to speak better, being able to look better. What do you want to do? Figure out who's doing it, follow them, buy their stuff, because when you buy something from somebody, that is fast tracking your learning curve. You're cutting your learning curve down tremendously. So now if you want to be the best business coach out there, the best marketing coach, whatever you want to be, then following them, buying their stuff, working with them, you just took like 5, 10, 15 years off your entire learning curve. And it really helps you to start making more money faster if you're all about the money. So that's how I found my mentors. I like to call them models now, like people I like to follow. Just look at people who are making the kind of money I'm making, and who are doing what I want to do. And I follow them, join the groups, follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and take it to the next level.
And that's a good tip too. I appreciate that.
No problem.
All right. So you're a coach. So like What are some tips like you give your clients when you get your coaching client? What are
Okay,
some
so
things you give them to like start off?
okay, so if it's someone who's brand new, and I don't really coach one-on-one brand new people anymore. I do that with my group program because when you're brand new, it's hard. And when you're getting started, you want to make money. I feel like people go into business thinking they're going to make money the same day. So the first thing I like my coaching clients to get clear on is what their why is. Why are you doing what you're doing? Because there are going to be days when you won't want to get out of bed. There are going to be days when you don't want to get up and hustle. And you have to get clear on why you're doing this. And a lot of times you say, well, I want to pay back my student loans. I want to pay off my mortgage. I want to do this. I want to do that. No, like all that's cool. Like that's all right. But you want to get selfish with it. That's what I tell them. Like, what's something that's going to get you out your bed? I'm pretty sure tomorrow, if you didn't feel like working on your business and you said, I want to pay off my student loans, that's not going to let you up. But if you said, I want to buy a car, or I want to buy my dream house, or I want my kids to go to private school or something, that's more motivation to get you out. So you want to mix it up. Be selfish. I'm not saying be totally selfish. Like if you want to give back to charities or whatever, that's cool too. But you want to ask yourself, what's going to get you out your bed in the morning? And I'm sorry, but saying I want to pay off student loans is not getting me out my bed. I'll go get a job if I want to do that. So that's the first thing. You want to get clear on your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? And then what do you want to do? What are you good at? You need to get clear on what you're passionate about. Because a year from now, are you going to want to do what you are building right now? If you are not going to want to continually do this, then you're already failing. So you want to make sure it's something you're passionate about, because when you get excited about something, if you can talk about something for an hour, for 2 hours, for a day, then that's something you want to roll with, because this is something that's going to make you a lot of money without as much effort. And then I tell them you need to get clear on where your people are. Where are the people who are going to pay you? Because we're on Facebook every single day looking pretty, but are we getting in front of the people that are going to hand over the money? Because I'm sorry, but that's where the business is when you make money, right? And so you want to make sure that you're getting in front of your potential clients every single day. So where are they? Are they on Instagram? Are they on Twitter? Are they on Facebook? If they aren't on Facebook, you don't need to be on Facebook. If they aren't on Instagram, you don't need to be on Instagram. So be very intentional about where you're positioning yourself. And then I have like this 3 steps to clients, the consistent clients thing, where you need to, every single day, you need to create content. So whether it's your blog or your videos or an awesome social media post, it doesn't have to be complicated. It could be a tweet and it can make you money, but you need to be very intentional about the content that you create. So I'm always creating content. I create a lot of content because the 2 things I'm really big on is creating content and then having a funnel so that now your funnel can work for you. So every day you want to create content, you want to get it out in front of potential clients, and then you want to sell. Now, this is not as big a deal for guys as it is for us selling, and you're probably not going to understand what I'm saying when I say this, but for women don't like to sell. Like I don't want to get on the phone. I don't want to message that person. Oh, maybe I'll give them 5, 10 bonuses. Maybe I should slash my prices in half. Okay, I think my thing is worth this, but I'm just going to charge $1 for it and I'll just test it out. That's women. Men are like, look, take this, pay it. If you don't want to pay it, I don't really care, but this is the cost, pay it, right? And it's simple for men, but for us women, it's like, let's put it in gift wrap and put a ribbon on it. And so I have to tell my clients, look, you need to go out there every single day and in some kind of way do some kind of income producing activity. And that could be getting on the phone. It could be messaging someone, emailing someone, putting a post out on social media saying, buy my stuff, because that's important. So you make money. It could be as simple as, I don't know, like doing the stuff that matters. What it is not is playing around with your website, trying to get it pretty, What it is not is changing your profile picture on Facebook. What it's not is watching all those YouTube videos that have nothing to do with you learning and growing and building and scaling and getting your empire where it needs to be. So that's the 3 steps. Create content, promote content, get it in front of the people you need to get it in front of, and selling. You need to sell. Very, very, very important.
And those are some awesome. Like I remember learning them initially. Those are awesome tips. So like you touched a little bit on the why. So like what is your why that keeps you going?
Well, when I first got started, it was my daughter. And I think for a lot of parents, it's your kids. You're like, I just want my kids to do better, be better, all that awesome stuff. And it wasn't until like one of my current mentors, I met her online. In fact, I met her like when I first got started, but she just wasn't for me. She was a little rough. I was like, okay, hold up. But now I get what she's saying. And now my why is that I really want to inspire as many women as possible, women just like me, who statistically speaking should be, well, I'm trying to be politically correct, but whatever. Like statistically speaking, right? Like single mothers, they have to drop out of school. They have to go, I don't know, work in like fast food restaurants or be a secretary or something. And their kids struggle or their kids never see them. Or even if you don't have kids, a lot of women don't have opportunities to really go after what they really want to go after. And so now I just want to inspire people to do what you love, go out there and hustle for what you want. And when I say hustle, I don't mean work hard, because I'm really against working hard, like unnecessarily working hard. Let me put it that way. I'm not about that work 12, 18, 24-hour days kind of working hard. But I know that to build a business, to have the opportunity to do what you really love, you have to put some hustle in. So a lot of women don't know what's possible. A lot of women think that this is not for them, that they can't do it. They don't have the money to do it. I'm pretty sure when I got started online, not pretty sure, I know for a fact, when I got started online with the first company I got started with, I started with my last $150. So it was like $25, I think, for the first level, and then $100 for the next level, and then like $19 or something for affiliate fees or something. And I remember that day, it was scary, but if you don't take that first step, you're never going to get started. So you have to ask yourself, are you willing? And I'm pretty sure you've heard this before. If you're willing to do what other people just won't do right now, so that you can do what other people can't in the future. So I have friends right now who are doctors, who are lawyers, who I talk to every day online, and they hate their jobs. They thought that they were going to be living the dream because, hey, I'm a doctor. Hey, I'm a lawyer. They thought they were going to be rolling in dough and making bank. But I'm not saying they aren't making money, but they aren't really living. They're doing things for other people. They're on other people's schedules. They're on other people's clocks. They aren't really touching lives in a way that you can if you fall into your purpose. And so I just want regular people like me to know that, hey, it doesn't matter where you're at right now. Where you want to get focused is on where you're going. And if you know where you want to be at, then just keep that in your windscreen. Like, just look at it, stay focused, work towards it. And it doesn't matter if it takes you a day or it takes you 10 years. If you stay focused, you can definitely slam dunk it. You can definitely get there.
Not the whole basketball terminology.
Well, I hope I used it right. I'm not a big basketball fan anymore, but yeah.
Awesome. So, like, what are some obstacles? Like, we're gonna face obstacles as entrepreneurs. So, what are some obstacles or setbacks that you've had challenges with on your way to being successful?
Oh, what obstacles didn't I have? I think we all have obstacles. I feel like you have an obstacle every single day, but the further your journey you get, you handle them a little better. Well, when I first got started, back then I thought it was an obstacle. I don't know if it's really an obstacle. I see it as a lesson now, but when I first got started, I felt like a lot of people were able to ask friends and family for, like, there was this guy. who asked his friends for like $30,000, and he got started with his business, and I felt like I was starting with $150, and I would never make money because everybody else had people they could turn to and they could ask for money or whatever. So at the time, it felt like an obstacle. Now I see it as a lesson, because now I can tell people, hey, if I can do it, you definitely can do it, right? Another one is time. I think one of the big things that a lot of us struggle with is time, and trying to balance life and kids and business and making money and all that cool stuff. So for me, when I first got started, I was a single mother. I was full-time in college, and it was hard. I'm not even gonna lie. It was hard blogging and doing videos and that cool stuff. So it wasn't easy. And then I think the last thing that I think is a big obstacle is ourselves and the people that we have around us. Because it's so easy for us to fall into what is deemed as normal. So go to college, get a job, and then you hear people in your ear saying, what you doing over there? Like, what money are you making? What's going on with your business? And you're hearing this all the time. It can get really annoying and really depressing really fast. And so, and I say it could be people around us, and then I said it could be us as well, because I feel like the only reason we can ever fail in anything we're going for is us, like ourselves. Because if you aren't going to believe in yourself, if you aren't going to stand up for you, if you aren't going to be your own cheerleader, then nobody else is. So I know I was one of my biggest obstacles, because sometimes you ask yourself, am I doing the right thing? Maybe I should just go struggle through, go to med school, do the normal thing. Maybe I should just do this or whatever. But at the end of the day, it goes back to your why. It goes back to your Kelitas. It goes back to you want to do what you need to do. What you want to do.
Hold on. Say something again.
Hey, you can hear me?
Yeah, it's kind of like choppy now. I don't know if it's your headphones or something.
Oh, no.
Oh, now you're great. You're
Oh,
great.
maybe it's all my hair. Hold on.
My
Okay.
bad. I need to cut you off.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Right. I lost my question, but I'll figure it out.
Okay.
So what are some tips that you could give some business owners that are coming up? I know you gave a lot of good content earlier, but what are some main things as a new entrepreneur coming up you could tell them?
Get disciplined fast, right? I know you're probably becoming an entrepreneur because you want to set your own hours, you want to do your own thing, you want to be free, but honestly, the best freedom comes in discipline. And I learned that the hard way. I didn't start making multi five figures per month, or getting consistent income until I figured out, look, I need to get a schedule, I need to get it fast, especially for me with my daughter. And when I was in school, if I wasn't able to, say, okay, I'm going to work X amount of numbers every single day, and this is business time, so don't bother me, don't have no emergencies, like, treat it like a business, treat it like a job, get discipline, super important. And then you want to get consistent. Like, get consistent with your content creation, with your message. Why are you doing what you're doing? What are you doing? What are you the expert at? And then you also want to get consistent with showing up. You can't show up in January and then disappear until April and expect that your people are going to care about you. They're not. I mean, sad, but true. So you need to show up all the time consistently, whether you're online or offline. And then you also want to start positioning yourself, branding yourself as the expert. So what do you want to be known for? Let's see you on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. How do you want them to feel? So all that is very important. Consistency, discipline, focus, really staying and grinding it through, even when it feels like stuff isn't working, even when it feels like everything's against you, really just want to show up and stay the course.
Show up. Do what you got to do. Be consistent. All the other stuff.
Right, exactly.
Right. So, I know like you got your online business coach and everything, but what inspired you to create the podcast, your podcast?
What inspires me? Oh, my podcast.
Yeah.
Um, I did an audio. I can't remember when I did it, but I did an audio, and it had so many listens. I guess because it wasn't really like downloaded, but it had so many listens, and I wanted to do a podcast like a year ago. I was following this guy, and he had a podcast, but then the techie side of things and the process and getting approved, it was just annoying. So I ditched it. And then I realized, you know what, that was an inspired action. So I wasn't really practicing what I preach. Like, done is better than perfect. Just get it out there. And so I just started it on my website. It's not on iTunes or anything yet. I'll figure that out sometime, I guess. But I had so many people say, I really liked that audio. It was less than 5 minutes. It was really actionable. And I said, if so many people liked it, it had to be something. And I really need to keep up with that. And so I started it. And I literally started it in like 20 minutes of deciding on it. So I said, okay, I need a podcast. And then I said, iTunes. And then, no, I'll just do it on my website. And that was that.
And like I like the idea because it's so short, you could get like so many tips from it. And you don't have to spend the whole day listening. You could do like on a bike, on a car, like just 5 minutes and it's done, you know? And it gives you
Right.
actionable tips. So I really like that idea.
Yeah,
So,
and it doesn't take long to do either. So I don't have an excuse. I had to take all the excuses out of it.
right. So, and we're getting to the end right here. So, like, what are like some last minute tips that you can give anyone, just anyone in general, not even entrepreneurs, just anyone in general to be successful?
Well, surround yourself with like-minded people. Ask yourself who's someone that you want to be like, so that when you feel like you can't do it, you know, hey, somebody already did. So if they did it, why can't you? So find that mentor, find that person that you can look up to, that can inspire you every single day. And then you want to also ask yourself, like, how can you become the expert today? You don't have to take years to be the expert. You don't have to take years to be the person you want to be. How can you do it today? Start reverse engineering your success. What are you aiming for? Do you want to make $10,000 per month? Do you want to be the best singer? Do you want to be an author? Do you want to be the best mom? Do you want to be the best athlete? Okay, now look at it, feel it. How does it feel to be that person? And start acting like that person every single day and asking yourself, what did I have to do to get there? So speak it into existence. It's already done. Now, what did you have to do to get there? So if you know you had to do these 2 or 3 things every single day, if you're an athlete and you knew you had to train every morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, or if you want to be the best mom and you knew that you had to figure out how to balance your schedule, be more productive, if you want to be an entrepreneur and make $30,000-$50,000 per month, and you know you need to figure out your marketing stuff, hire somebody or whatever, then do that. Don't do all the other stuff. Focus on what that person did to get where they're going. And I promise you, what you think is impossible or what you think is not for you, it's going to be so much easier. And you're going to get to the end result so much faster. So again, like, be consistent, show up, stay focused, and just focus on feeling good. Like, forget everybody else. Just chill. Do what you have to do to feel good. And for me, it was getting out the snow. So what do you need to do like today? It could be something small. Maybe it's something as simple as taking a walk or buying your favorite coffee, or, I mean, I don't know. Like, what can you do today to start a snowball effect so that now you can feel good every day, every minute, every second? Just focus on that, and trust me, you are going to kill it.
I like all the tips you trust me. You gave some great tips. You gave some great content, and I appreciate all of it. You did great. So, like,
Thank you.
one last question before I get you over here. So, what is one thing that you do? What do you do when you feel like giving up? Like, or do you ever get that thought anymore?
No, I don't ever feel like giving up. Um, I mean, sometimes it's like, I just need to take a break, and that might be the gateway drug to giving up. But what I do is I listen to music. Honestly, I have a playlist that my daughter knows, like the first couple songs because like, she hears it. Sometimes I listen to it multiple times per week, or sometimes maybe once per week. But you need to figure out what gets you in the zone. Sometimes it could be that I read a book of someone who I'm inspired by. There are people online who have been where I've been, and so I might listen to like a podcast or read an email or something. I might look at some of my mentors because if you look at all the great people, they all came from a place of adversity, of struggle, of having next to nothing. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. And if you read The Science of Getting Rich, if you act and you do in a certain way, there's no way you can't be successful. There's no way you can't make money. And so stuff like that is what I do. But my main thing is listening to music. I have like 2 go-to songs that I will play on repeat until my head is right, because it's not an option. That's the thing. Like, it's not an option for me to give up. It's not an option for me not to hit my goal. Like right now, my goal, I think a horn is about to blow, but right now my goal is to make a specific amount of money every single month. My goal is like $50,000, and that's what I'm heading for, and nothing's going to stop me. And so when you make a decision, you're never going to give up, even if it takes you 100 years. 100 years. But yeah, music, I turn to it all the time.
Great. Well, I appreciate everything that you said on here. And like music for you gets you back in your zone. Maybe you gotta get that Rihanna song, work, 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 or something.
Not that one though. Yeah, well, mine is I don't know if you guys know these people, but Jessie J, her song Masterpiece. I love that song because it's so true. And then Andra Day, she has a song Rise Up. I love that song. And then like I have an entire playlist of like 20 songs of songs similar to those. So I just play them, get in the zone, I do what I have to do. Because again, non-negotiable.
Right. Awesome. Tunnel vision, straight focus, nothing's gonna stop you.
Yeah, nothing. Not even being in bed. I've worked sick before. Like, hustle.
Awesome. Well, Kelita, I just want to thank you for coming on and sharing your knowledge and expertise on our show. It was a pleasure having you, and you gave a lot of great tips, and I'm really appreciative of that. So, guys,
Thank you for having me.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Guys, thank you all for watching. Guys, tune in next Sunday for another awesome episode of Be Inspired TV. And if you haven't, check out our website, like this video, share it, and comment on it. Share what inspired you to take action. All right. So see you guys next week at 9 p.m. All right.